Okay, I want to show you how to super quickly add texture to the floor, the ceiling, and the walls. I've seen a lot of people use surfaces, and surfaces are great in a lot of applications, but if you're doing a quick quote and you just want to make it look a little bit nicer, here is my method. So I want to go up to presentation and just go straight to the perspective view. In here you're going to see we've got the standard 2020 default colors, white tile, gray walls. So I'm going to go down here to this button, textures and display settings, 5 little bubbles. First it's got the ceiling, and you can browse and change any color you want for the ceiling. What I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to check that off that box and turn the ceiling off. In small rooms like this, I like to leave the ceiling off. It makes rendering and grabbing pictures easier. But for the floor, I do want to change it from this nasty white tile to just a wood. I don't know what the floor is yet. I'm just giving a quick quote. So I'm just going to grab something that just looks nice in the rendering. There we go. Perfect. Easy peasy. I'm going to go ahead and close this rendering box. And now let's say you want to add just a backsplash to this back wall. You could do surface and trace around here. That's totally fine, but I like to do it quicker. So I'm going to select the walls down here in plan and go to properties. I want to make sure I'm talking about the right walls. So in here I've got wall 2 selected, and I know that's the one I want to work with because of this green line. So we'll go over here to materials, and it's right here is the finish library. So we can go to the browser. There is tile in here, but I think most of it's pretty darn ugly. So I like to use my own custom tile. So we'll go in here to user texture library, and you want to go to this button right here, browse to add a texture with a file. So in my computer, I have a folder titled file or tile, and it's got a whole bunch of just tiles I've grabbed off of the internet. Searched. Some of these were specific to projects and others weren't. So let's grab this taupe subway tile. Now this warning box here says that this file is too large, which I actually like that because it means it'll render well. But we're going to switch the format to large instead of normal. Their normal format is 12 by 12, and it would look funny with that picture. So large is good. Hit OK. Now before you do anything, I want to check the scale height. So this scale, this is a large subway tile, and I'm actually going to change the height to 18 inches. I'm doing that because the standard backsplash is 18 inches tall, and I don't want a bunch of weird seams in my rendering. This little picture having a bunch of seams on it. So that's going to kind of slow that down a little bit. 18, and then they automatically change the width to 17.92. All right, hit OK. Apply that change. Close this wall properties window. Let's just check out the perspective view again. Great. So you can see that seam I was talking about. It's right there, but it's not as too bad, you know, and this is just a quick rendering to give an idea to a client. You can get more specific with it and actually look up your exact tile and put it in there once you've spec'd it. All right.